We're gonna run them out there and live with them in the house, race them. Something they do, and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. This is what we prayed for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving. Oh, I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense, so please approach with caution. You never know who's watching, you never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking, the sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man, I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me, I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to doing.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. My country, this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Some neighbors heard some gunshots and wanted me to come check it out.
I was just taking out trash. And I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man.
You too, man.
You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, well, a very special race. It is the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic here. Super late models taking to the racetrack here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matthew Bailey, my counterpart for tonight. And Matt, we're here for a very special occasion. And boy, this race has been built up in the last couple of weeks. And I'll tell you what, the money that has been raised, about $1,500 in total, and that's without, of course, any donations that come through throughout the night. So between the $1,500, of course, getting split between both families. So each family going to walk away from this one $750. I wouldn't say richer, but $750 just to help with a few of the expenses that come with planning a funeral.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. It's obviously we don't wish this upon anybody, and it's unfortunately, at the end of the day, we sort of, life takes a toll, and look, it's going to be a very sad moment, and we've got some special things happening on the program here tonight.
All right, well, qualifying is just about wrapped up. We've got a little bit of an extended format here for tonight. Of course, we'll see your normal heat races here. I'm looking at, let me have a look. 45 drivers signed into the pit area, so I'm going to guess it's, say, at about 5 heat races on the program, maybe even 4, depending on how the server is set up. There'll be 10 laps, top 3 to the main event. And we'll go and take a look at the last chance qualifiers for this server. Now, the drivers that transfer from the last chance qualifiers, we have, again, we're looking at 45. I'm hoping we have 3B mains. If we only have 2, the drivers that don't transfer into the feature event, they will have their own separate race. Matt, and you obviously can tell us a little bit more about that one.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, so it was recently came through, and basically, so what's going to happen? The drivers that don't make the show tonight will have their own little race. So it's going to be for Mitch Stiles' mum. Unfortunately, we got some news just recently. Unfortunately, Mitch Stiles lost his mum, and our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family as well. So they'll have a 20-lap race in a different server setup, so that way they'll be able to battle it out for that as well. So that'll be pretty cool. We take a quick look at the moment, race fans, at your qualifying results. Tanner Tomasi going quick time with a 15.054. Blake Majula second quick. Dylan Yeager, Cole Gabray, and Brent Evans your top 5. Zach McSwain in 6th. Evan Cease 7th. Trent Hitchens in 8th, and Dylan Hauser in 9th. Matthew Selby will round out your top 10.
All right, 4 heats on the program, 10 laps, top 3 to the main event. Tanner Tomasi lines up alongside Brent Evans in row number 1.
Row number 2, we'll see Dylan Hauser in the 2 machine to his outside, position number 4 with a 4-car of Huey Quillen.
Chris Fisher rolls off from position number 5 to the outside. It's Ryan Flatt in position number 6.
Position 7 from Mount Washington, we'll see the 13 car of Jaden Krause to his outside. From Drummond, Tennessee, we'll see the 00 car of John Darby.
Alex Payne will start the 70 front position number 9, and Jared Schmidt, I should say, in the 005 out of position number 10.
Justin Toll will start the Hood Up Motorsports 525 car from position number 11, and Robert Tucker will start the 17 car from position number 12.
All right, here we go. Heat number 1 of 4 on the program. Now, if I can just bring that up there. Got it. Tyler Schultz, thank you for the 1,000 stars body. Again, we're going to put that back into the purse of the fund, I should say. So Tomasi Evans, keep an eye on Hauser in that second row. We've seen him last night in a league we covered, Matt. But here we go. Heat number 1 here, the McSwain Duvall Classic. We are green.
Down into turns 1 and 2 for the first time. Dylan Hauser making quick work off Brent Evans there. Now moves up to the second position into corners number 3 and 4 for the first time. Out of turn number 4, Tanner Tomasi will lead the opening lap.
Remember, it's the top 3 that are going to go straight into the main event. Event 57 laps later on this evening. Chris Fisher holds down that 3rd and final transfer spot in that F5 machine. But again, keep an eye on Brent Evans. Keep an eye on the 15 as well of Ryan Flatten in the 15. Huey Quillen to his outside. And Huey Quillen. Nope. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it is there. Huey Quillen in the 4 machine. I was looking, couldn't see his name there for a minute.
Yeah, he's back there in the 6th position at the moment, just running outside the transfer spot at the moment. Remember, race fans, it's the top 3 into tonight's big show. And well, Tomasi leads the way down the back straight away this time into corners number 3 and 4. They'll finish lap number 4 out of turn 4 this time by. They'll kick over to lap number 5.
Yeah, I tell you what, Huey Quillen got a hell of a run in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. He nearly tagged the back end of the 101 machine of Brent Evans, who now holds down position number 3. Tomasi continues to lead the way. Cross flag sticks coming up this time by Tomasi, Hauser, and Evans, 1, 2, and 3. Then you go back to Quillen, Flatten, and Chris Fisher battling it out into the wall. Goes Huey Quillen, 3 wide, Flatten up on the inside. Fisher through the middle. Down we go down the back straight away. Bit of wheel run, bit of door paddle, and showing some right side romance.
Wowee, that was some pretty cool stuff there through in turn number 3, down the main straightaway, back down to turns 1 and 2, just where we were 30 seconds ago, race fans. Down the back straight into corners number 3 and 4. Dylan Hauser under siege right now from Brent Evans to the 101 machine. Down the main straight they run now with 3 laps left to go.
Flatten again, rolling the top side of the racetrack through turn number 1 and 2. Huey Quillen the 4. Again, continuing to put that 4 on the bottom side. Again, these drivers battling for better starting positions in tonight's B main. I'm looking at one of either 2 or 3 B mains, and with just a couple of laps left to run, it is still Tanner Tomasi this time by Matt. He will get the white flag, 1 to go.
The white lights are flashing, race fans, for Tanner Tomasi. Inaugural McSwain Duvall Classic here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Your opening heat race winner out of turn number 4. He would collect the BNFX Gaming checkered flag at the start line, and that is Tanner Tomasi. Dylan Hauser home in second position, and Brent Evans will round out your top 3. Those 3 drivers moving on to tonight's big show. Unfortunately, from 4th on back, we'll have to contest in one of tonight's last chance qualifiers.
Yeah, well, let's take a look. There it is. Tanner Tomasi, Dylan Hauser, and Brent Evans, your top 3. Flatten, Quillen go 4 and 5. Kraus in 6. Fisher 7. Darby 8. Tucker 9. Toll 10. Schmidt 11. And Payne in 12th position. All 12 cars finishing up heat race number 1 as heat number 2 cars getting set to tackle the racetrack. And how about this for a front row? This is a beauty. From Asheville, New York, he drives to 127 Industries, number 127. That is Blake Majulis. To his outside, man that is going to be wearing his heart on his sleeve here tonight. It's the 25 of Zach McSwain, position number 2.
From position number 3 from Louisville will be the 46 car of Matthew Selby. To his outside from Dallas will be the 55 car of Cameron Casson.
Austin Hines rolls off inside row number 3 from position number 5, and to the outside, the 54 entry of Mitch Stars lines up at a position number 6.
From position number 7 from Union will be the 12 machine of Ben Countermarsh. To his outside from Boiling Springs, the 45 car from 8, that is Jesse Wall.
And the tail tag and motorsports 999 entry of Corey Sibley starts 9th. William Duvall in the 32 lines up at a position number 10, and Eddie Holden Jr. lines up at a position number 11. Where green flag, Matt, heat race number 2 is upon us.
We've got 3 people, Brett, in this heat race that are going to be wearing hearts on their sleeves tonight, especially 2 of them in this heat race. Down to corners number 3 and 4, race fans for the first time out of turn number 4. They'll finish lap number 1. We've got a car around, or halfway around in turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they run into turns number 1 and 2.
Yeah, watching the B32 there of Will Duvall sitting back there in 8th position. We'll also get a look at the likes of Mitch Stiles here tonight. Oh, we got 1 car around us. There goes Ben Countermarsh. You know what it's time for, Matt?
It is time for the Power Plats presentation of our famous saying, "You cannot park there, sir."
Yeah, let's see how it unfolded first.
Just got tagged in the left rear, and well, there was a bit of contact. And good to see Ben Countermarsh. What? No, it goes upside down. Unfortunately, a little bit too much gas there, my friend.
Yes.
Not what we want to see. Not what you want to see, though, Brett, in the second heat race.
Not at all. To Ben Countermarsh, he's certainly got his work cut out for him here tonight, just so we can get the Power Plats presentation all sorted. Again, we'll take a look at the 25 entry of Zach McSwain. Again, one of these drivers that is racing here with a heavy heart on his sleeve, but also Mitch Stiles as well in the 54 machine. And Matt, I can't imagine what these guys are going through right now. And the families, though, as well.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, we go back to green flag racing though, out of turn number 4, race fans. Blake Majulis leads the way in the 127 Industries. Reliable Energy down into turns number 1 and 2 this time by. They've got 5 laps left to go. Into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. There is the Elite Sim Sports machine of, that is the 55 car on screen there though. That is Cameron Casson on screen into turns 1 and 2, running the top side of the speedway. Down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, here comes Austin Hines piling the second of the 32 car machines here in heat race number 2. Again, 7 down, 3 to go. McSwain closing in right now on Blake Majulis for the race here, but Ken Majulis, can he hold on? He would love to pick up a heat race victory here and start up the front of this McSwain Duvall Classic later on tonight, which will be 57 laps. And well, if you're wondering how we got the 57 laps, you take the number of Zach McSwain, which is 25. You take the number of BJ Duvall, which is 32. You add those two together, it gives you 57 laps. White flag is out for Blake Majulis.
Down through turns 3 and 4, down the main straightaway into corners number 1 and 2 for the last time here in heat race number 2. Down the back straightaway they run. Here comes Zach McSwain. Although into turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be Blake Majulis at the finish line. He'll collect the BFX Gaming checkered flag as they cross the start line. Majulis wins over McSwain and Casson. Will round out your top 3. Unfortunately, 4th on back will contest also tonight in one of the last chance qualifiers. We'll take a look at your official results here for heat race number 2. And there it is on screen, race fans. Blake Majulis over Zach McSwain. Cameron Casson will round out your top 3. Jesse Wall, Austin Hines, Mitch Stiles, Corey Sibley, William Duvall, Matthew Selby, Eddie Holden Jr. and Ben Catamarsh rounding out your 11 cars. We'll take a look right now at heat race number 3. And on the front rows from Hamilton, New Jersey, he drives the Team Victory Lane Racing TAC 3 Defense number 48 machine. That is Dylan Yeager to his outside with a 33 car. Also for Team Victory Lane Racing, that is Evan C.
Mark Augustine from Danville, Pennsylvania starts position number 3. Ethan Toda in the 23, position number 4.
Position 5 will be the 24 car of Tyler Wilfong in the 24 machine. That is from 5. From position 6, the Blue Group Motorsports 269. That is James Grace.
Sean Judson will start position number 7. Tyson Yalecki lines up at a position number 8.
Position 9 will be Jester Walker in the 05 car. Matt George from position 10. And Damien Kiefer in the 0K will line up out of position number 11. We are set for a start, race fans. Pace car off to the infield. Heat race number 3 of the McSwain Duvall Classic. Here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte is green.
And what a good start there for Dylan Yeager. Mike Augustine also taking advantage of the inside row start. C, working the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Then you go back to Toda on the outside looking in. But right now, it's the 19 of Mike Augustine trying to put pressure to one of the best here on the iRacing.com service in a super late model of Evan C. Meanwhile, Toda going down to the bottom into 1 and 2. Here comes Augustine. They'll go wheel to wheel. Augustine gets clear. We are yellow.
First yellow in heat race number 3. And we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Sean Judson with a bit of mechanical issues there in the 19 car. And unfortunately, Damien Kiefer just got into the left side of him. And unfortunately, Sean Judson goes upside down in turn number 3 and 4. There is Ethan Toda there on screen. The TAC 3 Defense Team Victory Lane Racing number 23T. On screen there at your front row, Dylan Yeager and Evan C. on the front. Well, Brett, we're going to have about 6 laps left to go when they come back to the green flag.
Yeah, we certainly will. Of course, caution laps counting, I believe. And from what I see here, it's 4 down, 6 to go. I've got to say, Evan C. was a little slow on that initial green flag there as Dylan Yeager really caught him off guard. So keep an eye on Evan C. once again. Outside row 1. He's not going to look to want to make that happen, but he does it again. Little slow on the start. This time it's now going to be Ethan Toda working the bottom of the racetrack. Dylan Yeager gets into the wall. Now Toda takes over the race lead. Only momentarily. Here comes James Grace with a big slide job and a dive bomb. 3 wide for the race lead. Have a look at Damien Kiefer from dead last all the way to the front from 0 to hero.
Absolutely a miracle drive for Damien Kiefer, and we are yellow with 5 to go. And this is not what you want, race fans. Did we get a lap completed, or will Damien Kiefer have to go back? Unfortunately, James Grace turning the 269 car around there on the main straightaway, just called the outside retaining wall here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And Brett, like we said earlier on tonight, mate, it's a special night here for the McSwain Duvall Classic.
Yeah, it certainly is. Like I said, over $1,500, or right around the $1,500 mark, has been raised. Of course, John Darby, JDM Designs, just alone offering, I believe, up to about $400, donating parts of a lot of people going to JDM Designs to getting some wraps made, and he was donating half of his proceeds towards the McSwain Duvall family, and a real gentleman man to do that. Not only to give up his time in making these designs, and I tell you, everyone that he does, he just really hits it out of the ballpark. I mean, if it was baseball, mate, there'd have to be a mercy rule, because he's just absolutely annihilating it. I had to think of a proper word then.
I think it's called hitting home runs, mate. That'll be a better one. Absolutely annihilating home runs. Well, race fans, there is, if you'd like to, and obviously it's obviously if you'd like to, there is a link somewhere, I do believe, Brett, that you can donate to these families.
It's pinned.
And then all the proceeds.
It's pinned in the chat.
Okay, so on the if you're watching the Facebook live stream, ladies and gentlemen, there is a link there. If you would like to donate to these families, you are more than welcome to. We are back to green flag racing here in heat race number 3. We've got 2 laps left to run. They'll see the white flag this time by Damien Kiefer on the top side of the speedway. He'll see the white lights down to 1 and 2 though. On the bottom side of the speedway, here comes Mike. There is Mike Augustine in the 19 car, looking to the inside on Ethan Toda. Can he get the win out of turn number 4? No. Collecting the BFX Gaming checkered flag will be Damien Kiefer. What a drive from position number 11, and gets the win in heat race number 3. Well done, Damien Kiefer. Take a bow, my friend. What a heat race was, Brett. We're going to take a look at your official results.
Yeah, Kiefer from dead last to the first position. When you go back to Augustine second, Toda third, Ulecki, Jaeger, top 5, Wilfong, C, Walker, George, Grace, and Johnson. The drivers to contest heat race number 3. Heat race number 4, we'll see Cole Cabray line up on the pole position to the outside, the 92 of Trent Hitchens.
Position number 3 will be Terrell Payne in the 51 car for Speedworks Mafia. In position number 3 to his outside, the 79 car from 4 will be Blake Murray.
And we go back to James Claassen lining up at a position number 5 to the outside, Cole Duggar, position number 6.
Position 7, the Indian Outlaw, Robert Fletcher, will start from position number 7 in the 77. Position number 8 will be the 47 car for Vanderpool Racing. That is Turbo, Stephen Turbeville.
BFX himself, right Lammy, lines up at a position number 9. Daniel Schultz will start 10th, and Chase Hardy, position number 11. There is the tribute car. We've seen that tribute car in the sprint car a couple of weeks ago with Tyler Schultz running that one, but that car being driven tonight by Cole Duggar. We get set for a start. Final heat race of the night. Cole Cabray, Trent Hitchens. Green flag is out. Your final 10 laps of heat racing action.
Here we go down to turns 1 and 2 for the first time in heat race number 4. Final heat race of the night, race fans. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Robert Fletcher running the bottom side of the speedway at the moment. There is the 92 machine of Trent Hitchens. In the 92 machine, drifts up high out of turn number 4. Cole Duggar looking to make his way through the field on the bottom side of the speedway in the 17 machine. Down on the bottom side right now, looking to take over the position from Robert Fletcher. Couldn't get the job done though. Down to 3 and 4. They are 4 wide through turn number 3 and 4. Wowee, down the main straightaway they go. Now they click over to lap number 3.
Yeah, the battle between Fletcher Hitchens battles on for positions number 4 and 5. Just in front of them is James Claassen in that third and final transfer position. Meanwhile, they go 3 wide behind him. Oh boy, here comes Murray, here comes Duggar, here comes Chase Hardy from the back as well, from 11th up to position number 4. It's no Damien Kiefer right now, but I'll tell you what, he's having a real red hot crack of it on the bottom side. Hardy up to 4th and now 1 spot out of a transfer. Here comes the 77 of Robert Fletcher once again right through the middle of the speedway.
Down the main straightaway they run now with 6 laps left to go. Race fans down to 1 and 2. There is Cole Duggar still back there in position number 6 at the moment in the 17 machine. Down to turns 3 and 4 this time by. They now have 5 laps left to go. Halfway down, halfway to go.
Well, it's all been Cole Cabray and Terrell Payne. Cabray got half a second over Terrell Payne. Then you go back to a 2-second gap back to James Clarkson. But right now, the battle is on for 4, 5 and 6, I should say. Fletcher in 4th. Hardy on the bottom side, the 116 machine. Then you go back to the 17, driven by Cole Duggar. Again, that was the Tyler Schultz Paints car, but with Tyler unable to be here tonight because of, his work schedule. They should know that the McSwain Duvall Classic should have been high up on his list.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. So the 17 car tonight definitely being driven by Cole Duggar, and it's absolutely, I reckon he's probably well more than honoured to drive that machine here tonight, here at the dirt track at Charlotte. They've got 2 laps left to go, race fans. Cole Cabray is your race leader.
Well, like I said, he's at about half a second of a gap over Terrell Payne. This time by, they grab the white flag. 1 to run here in your 4th and final heat race of the night, the McSwain Duvall Classic. Here, working at the dirt track at Charlotte, the super late models turning it on here. The BFX Gaming checkered flag goes to Cole Cabray. Terrell Payne home in 2nd. 3rd will go to James Clarkson. Then you go back to Fletcher, Duggar, your top 5. Hardy, followed by Murray, Schultz, Turperville, Hitchens, and Lambie. Mr. BFX himself comes home in your 11th position. As that will wrap up the heat races, and now we have 3 B mains on the program for tonight. Let's take a look at your official results for heat race number 4 very quickly. Cabray, Payne and Clarkson going to the show. Everybody else 4 on back. We'll see those drivers in one of 3 B mains. Let's take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. 12 laps of distance. Top 4 going to the main event. Everybody else will go through to the last race for the non-qualifiers race, we should say. Ryan Flatten starts up alongside Robert Fletcher.
Position 3 will be Dylan Yeager in the 48 car to his outside for HAR Sports with a 54 car off Mitch Stiles.
Chris Fisher in their 5 will start position number 5. Position number 6 with the 79 of Blake Murray.
Jester Walker will start the 05 from position number 7 to his outside from Louisville will be the 46 car of Matthew Selby.
The trial. Justin Toll for Hood Up Motorsports driving the 525 will start position number 9. Trent Hitchens at 92, position number 10. And Sean Judson rolls off out of position number 11. I got to say a big shout out to this man as well, Justin Toll. He donated quite a bit when it came to the 24-hour stream I did less than a week ago, which near almost it really took the wind out of the sails. But thanks to him and thanks to BeardFX as well. They got the total up from UDTV in the community at 150, but not only that, also the money that they've donated as well. Green is out in the first of 3 last chance qualifiers, and unsuspectingly, Dylan Yeager, not a name you'd normally be seeing in a B main, but yet here he is.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't have the run that he wanted in his heat race, so he's now up the front, pointy end of the pack in B main number 1 competition, down to turn number 3 and 4. They'll click over to lap number 3, this time by out of turn number 4. Dylan Yeager still your race leader. Down the main straight, they run into turns 1 and 2. Ryan Flatten, they're on the bottom side of the speedway, so too Chris Fisher in the 5 machine. Down the back straight, they run into turn number 3 and 4. Fletcher on the top side as well, the Indian Outlaw running the 77 machine. Down the main straight, they run. Currently sitting back there in the bubble at the moment is Robert Fletcher in the 4th spot.
Wow, this UDTV community just keeps on giving. Mike Fritz, so I'm going to come in here. Mike Fritz just putting up 8,775 stars. Now, I'm pretty sure that equivalates to about $87. So, Mike, thank you very much, buddy. As soon as we get that payout from Facebook, we are certainly going to give it over to the families. We'll split that in half. So, that takes the UDTV community and up to about nearly $250. But right now, 5 down, 7 to run for your race leader, Dylan Yeager. Ryan Flatten, Chris Fisher, and Robert Fletcher at the moment, the top 4.
Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 3 and 4. This time by down the main straightaway, ladies and gentlemen, they have 6 laps left to go. They are halfway home at the moment, down to 1 and 2. Dylan Yeager still holding it down at the moment in the Team Victory Lane Racing TAC 3 defense. number 48 machine runs the bottom side of the speedway, as we know that he likes to do as well. Down to 1 and 2. Flattened though, right on the rear nerve bar of the 48 machine. Down to turns number 3 and 4 this time by. They'll see 2 laps left to go. No, not 2 laps left to go. Sorry, kicking a little bit too early. 4 laps left to go.
Yeah, going early. Story of my life. But right now, the story of the D main, which is also known as B main number 1, happens to be Dylan Yeager, leading the way from Ryan Flatt, Chris Fisher, and Matthew Selby in that 4th and final transfer position.
Yeah, Matthew Selby having a monumental run at the moment in the 46 car. Fletcher into the wall hard in turn number 3. In turns 1 and 2, we are watching corners 3 and 4. And down the main straightaway, they run into turns number 1 and 2. Once again, they have 2 laps left to run. Into turns 1 and 2, Matty Selby still holding it down at the moment. But here comes Blake Murray. Murray with a attempted slider, makes it work. Parks it on the snout on turn number 4. Down the main straightaway they run. They have 1 lap left to go, Brett.
Yeager, Flatt and Fisher look to be a top 3 secured, but at the moment right now it comes down to Matthew Selby and Blake Murray in the corners number 3 and 4. Working to the checkered flag. BitFX Gaming checkered flag. Dylan Yeager wins from Ryan Flatt, Chris Fisher and Matthew Selby. Unofficially will grab your top 4. As they came out, I told you before, Blake Murray just checked up big time, realising that he wasn't going to get anywhere near the 46 entry of Matthew Selby, so he pulled it up and figured, well, you know what, no point going in potentially wrecking the race car, although that they're going to be in they're going to be in the non-qualifiers race. So Yeager, Flatt and Fisher and Selby going through to the 57 lap main event. 5th on back will find themselves racing in a non-qualifiers race later on after B main number 3. Jesse Wall lines up the 45 from position number 1 to his outside. Huey Quill in the 4 out of position number 2.
Position number 3 from St. Louis, Missouri will be the 17 car on the boards for tonight will be Cole Duggar from position 3. Position number 4 will be the 24 car of Tyler Wilfong.
Corey Sibley, John Darby make up row 3, positions 5 and 6.
Position 7, row 4 will be the 24 car of Daniel Schultz. Position number 8 on his outside with the 7 car of Matt George.
Then we go back to Eddie Holden 9th, Jarrett Schmidt in 10th, and Ryan Lambie in position number 11. In fact, Eddie Holden did not make the call, so 10 cars battling it out for 4 transfer positions. Jesse Wall, Huey Quillen, I'm going to say my money is on the 4 of Huey Quillen, but again, keep an eye on that 17 machine driven. It's the Tyler Schultz painted up livery, but driven tonight by Cole Duggar.
Down into turns 3 and 4, this time by race fans. They'll complete lap number 1, and the opening lap of tonight's B main number 2 action will belong to Jesse Wall. Into 1 and 2 on the bottom side, you see Duggar in that 17 machine on the bottom side of the speedway, looking for the race lead out of turn number 4. Can't get the job done at the moment. They are 3 wide out of turn 4, Brett.
Good battle for the race lead. Again, top 3 on screen. The 4 of Huey Quillen, your race leader. Jesse Wall, the 2 right through the centre of the speedway in 2nd position. Then you go back to Cole Duggar in 3rd, that's 17. Now the battle on between John Darby and Tyler Wilfong. Darby in the double O machine. What a beautiful looking hot rod that is. I bet you know where you got that one painted up at JDM Designs.
I guarantee he did. Definitely. That 00 machine looks absolutely phenomenal on the racetrack. Very nice looking race car. The white and green machine there, that is John Darby on the speedway. And running in the 4th position at the moment. He's just inside the final transfer position, so we can say he's on the bubble at the moment. Here comes Tyler Wilfong, though, on the top side of the speedway, driving the 24 car, back in position 5.
And again, Wilfong on the outside looking in at the moment. It's still Huey Quillen by 7/10 of a second lead over Jesse Wall. And then a similar sort of gap back to Cole Duggar, who only holds a 3.5 of a second advantage over John Darby in that 4th and final transfer position. We work and starting lap number 7. So 6 down, 6 to run.
Down the back straight away they go into turn number 3 and 4. This time by Duggar still holding it down there in position 3 at the moment. Gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4 though. Down the main straightaway, here comes John Darby though in the 00 car. You can see Duggar drifts up high, finding the moisture on the top side of the speedway. Trying to find the quickest way around the racetrack at the moment. These guys, the racetrack's starting to slicken off a little bit here right now. Down the main straight they run now. They've got 4 laps left to go, Brett.
4 to run for your race leader in the number 4 machine of Huey. And again, we keep an eye on your 3rd and 4th place drivers at the moment. Tyler Wilfong outside the bubble in 5th position, looking like he will be going to the non-qualifiers race, which is still going to pay, 20 to win, Matt?
That is correct, mate. Yeah, out of turn number 4, though. So the non-qualifiers A main event will be after B main number 3 on the program for tonight. And yes, paying $20 to win.
All right, well, we've got a lap to go for your race leaders. You watch above the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Barter, the iRacing flagman, gives us the white flag. Huey Quillen works the top side through 1 and 2. Backstretch. Final time into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Collecting the bid FX Gaming. A checkered flag. Huey Quillen will win. B main number 2. Second to go to Jesse Wall. Cole Duggar home in 3rd. And John Darby home in your 4th and final transfer position. As everybody else, the rest of the drivers make their way on through. And when they will collect the bid FX Gaming checkered flag, they will now take an opportunity to take a breather for a few moments, and they'll have to get ready for the non-qualifiers races. Here are your results. Quillen, Wall, Duggar and Darby. Your top 4, Wilfong, Sibley, Lambie, Schultz, George, Schmidt and Holden, all going to that non-qualifiers race. B-main number 3 will line up like this. Tyson Ulecki lines up on the pole position. Austin Hines at 32 from position number 2.
Position 3 will be the 13 car of Jaden Krause, who is outside the 116 car of Chase Hardy.
Evan C lines up at a position number 5, and BJ Duvall lines up at a position number 6.
Position number 7 will be the 17 car of Robert Tucker, to his outside the 47 car. It's Turbo, Stephen Turbeville.
James Grace lines up alongside Ben Calamarsh, positions 9 and 10, followed by Alex Payne at a position number 11. Hello, Platzi, hello to everybody out there in Facebook land or YouTube land or Twitch land, wherever you are watching. About $1,600 has been raised, and well, let's see if we can get, regardless of this man in the B32 gets into the show or not, via the B main, he will grab himself for a provisional one way or another. So right now, he's trying to get some laps under his belt. It's been a while since he's been behind the wheel of a super late model.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Watching William Duvall down into turn number 3 and 4. The B32 machine out of turn number 4, down the main straight they run into turns number 1 and 2. You can see Duvall there in the 32 car. Back there at the moment in the 6th position, battling with, that is Robert Tucker there in the 17 car. We got Chase Hardy, though, looking for further positions up the front at the moment, looking almost 3 wide down the main straight.
Evan C works the bottom into turns 1 and 2. Then you go back to Tyson Ulecki in the 74, working to the top side. There's the first of the 32 cars. Austin Hines in position number 3, battling with Jaden Krause. Chase Hardy, he's on the outside looking, but I'll tell you what, don't count him out just yet, because Chase Hardy, he knows what it takes to get around here.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Down the back straight away. Oh, wow, fender to fender through turn number 3 and 4. They were 4 wide down the back straight away, and they are still 3 wide down the main straight. What awesome super late model racing this is right now. We are kicking over to lap number 5 on the speedway, this time by. They'll complete lap number 5 through turns 3 and 4. Evan C, your race leader. Yeah,
really gets you excited for what's to come later on. Of course, we've still got a non-qualifiers race followed up by a 57-lap main event. And right now, Evan C, well, he's got the dog out because he's just walking the dog right now here at Super Late Model Competition.
Exactly right, mate. Down the main straight away they run into turns number 1 and 2. This time by, you got to see Chase Hardy there on the bottom side of the speedway. Picks up the left front on the bottom side as well. Down to turns 3 and 4. Wow, we race fans. How good is this? Down the main straight. They're all battling for sheep stations right now.
Hardy inside on Austin Hines in the 32 machine. You got Robert Tucker into the fence, and there's a battle on for about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and maybe 11th position right now. You can really throw a blanket over the drivers from about 6th all the way through to about 10th position. But again, we stay focused on the battle between 3rd and 4th position. It is Austin Hines and Chase Hardy. Austin Hines in the 32, Chase Hardy in the 116. Hardy on the bottom, Hines through the middle of the racetrack. That's a 9 down and 3 to run.
Down into turns 1 and 2. Hardy, just missed the infield tractor tyre there In turns 1 and 2, have the jump on the binders big time. Down to 3 and 4. Hines has the third position secured nicely right now. Down the main straightaway they run now. They've got 2 laps left to go here in B main number 3 competition.
At least just a couple of laps, make it a lap to go because Evan C, well, he's had enough of this B main, and after having some unfortunate incidents in heat race, in his heat race there with Dylan Yeager, he's had to find himself running in the B main, working into corners number 3, out of turn number 4. Barney, the iRacing flagman, gives us the beat FX Gaming checkered flag. Evan C wins from Jaden Krause home in second. Third is going to be boy, I don't want to say Chase Hardy or Austin Hines. That was very tight. It was tight like a lion. Don't worry about the Tiger. As we are going to be taking a look at your official results here in just a few moments' time. We'll wait for the session to roll over. Now, I'm not sure whether we're taking a break or whether we're going into this little prelim A main. Sure, Steve McMillan will come down and tell us.
He actually did mention to me, Brett, that we were, I'm pretty sure, going to take a short break. I think there is another server up for this one. There we go, like race fans. So your final B main results of the night: Evan C will take the win over Jaden Krause. Austin Hines, position number 3, and your final transfer spot into tonight's A main: Chase Hardy. Unfortunately, 5th on back, Robert Tucker, James Grace, Ben Countermarsh, Tyson Ulecki, Alex Payne, Stephen Turbeville, and William Duvall not making the show here tonight. Obviously, he gets a provisional, though, into tonight's big show over a distance of 57 laps. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side of this, we've got your non-qualifiers feature race.
You can believe what happened over here, man. You know, I'm out there in the middle of the house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. Shotgun knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 or 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to duty.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is my country, this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out.
I was just taking out trash, and I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man.
You too, man.
You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man. We're gonna run out there and really came in the house. Somebody had doing and cops came out here. I told them I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. Shotgun knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine.
All right, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV, coverage of the McSwain Duvall Classic here from the dirt track at Charlotte. The super late models taking to the racetrack. And well, for the drivers that did not make the main event from the last chance qualifiers, they now get to race in a non-qualifiers race. Matt, you've got a little bit of information about this one.
Yes, mate. Yeah, and well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it comes down to right now. Now, with this race, for all the race fans watching, this little segment here on Ultimate Dirt TV tonight. Now, yes, this is the non-qualifiers for the drivers that did not make the 57-lap A-main tonight. However, we had word breakthrough that another driver unfortunately lost a family member, obviously Mitch Stiles losing his mum, and obviously that's something you never want to go through. This race will be, this non-qualifiers race will be in her honour tonight, and we're going to be calling this one the Mrs. Harris Showdown. Susan Harris, obviously Mitch Stiles' mum, obviously like we know, no one ever wants to go through that. We don't wish this upon everybody. So it's obviously here tonight. But this race will be held over a distance of 20 laps in tonight's A-main. This is for these drivers that did not make the 57-lap A-main, as we said. The first place getter tonight will be walking away with a $70 prize pool, and second place will be walking away with $15. Well, tonight, race fans, we have about 30 seconds to go until we go into the main event for tonight, over a distance of 20 laps. Brett Wheeler, we are set, and I reckon this is going to be a pretty good little showdown here right now.
Yeah, 15 cars signed in to the non-qualifiers race. I just want to give mention to, before we go into the starting grid, Down and Dirty Setups, Danisha and Matt Selby donating $100. So on behalf of obviously World of Thunder and of course us here at Ultimate Dirt TV, we thank you so very kindly for the generous donation. Of course, all the people that have donated, whether it's big, whether it's small, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, every little bit helps. Right now, our non-qualifiers race, we are set for a start, and we will take a look at your starting grid thanks to Ultimate Dirt TV. Blake Murray, the 79, lines up at a position number 1. Trent Hitchens lines up at a position number 2.
On position number 3, he drives to Blue Groove Motorsports 269. That'll be James Grace, who's outside from Union, Kentucky, the 12-car Ben Countermarsh. Corey
Sibley, the 999 for Tailtag and Motorsports, lines up at a position number 5. And Daniel Schultz, the 24, lines up at a position number 6.
Mitch Stiles, the man who will be wearing his heart on his sleeve here right now, will drive the HAR Esports number 54 machine from position number 7 to his outside. The Indian Outlaw from Sarasota, Florida, with a 77 car of Robert Fletcher.
Tyson Yalecki lines up at a position number 9. Mr. Beard FX himself, Ryan Lambie, will start position number 10.
Position number 11 will be Sean Judson from Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, in the 19 car to his outside. Also from Pennsylvania, the 005 car of Jarrett Schmidt.
Turbo, Stephen Turberville lines up at a position number 13 for Vanderpool Racing. Jester Walker lines up at a position number 14. And for Hood Up Motorsports, driving the 525, it's the troll himself. That is Justin Toll.
Ladies and gentlemen, this race in Susan Harris's honour, Mitch Stiles' mum, the 54 machine will start from position number 7. Another driver tonight wearing his heart on his sleeve here in an A-main field. We race over a distance of 20 laps. The yellow lights on the pace truck and around the circuit are out. We are going to go 4 wide. Share out the broadcast, race fans, because this is going to be lit. And I dare say the 54 car will be making his way up the front anytime soon. And I think he might. He's there on the second row at the moment on screen. We are going 4 wide, ladies and gentlemen, in memory of Susan Harris.
Well, it might be a shortened 4 wide, but again, there's no better sight in all of motorsports, and I really hope that they do it, and I really hope they do the missing man formation in the 57-lap main event, because I'm really looking forward to the McSwain Duvall Classic coming up in probably about 10 to 15 minutes time. Big Bacon Media, thank you very much for the raid as well. We appreciate it here. And again, the drivers still 4 wide around the venue, and again, it's their nice little salute to, of course, you, the fans at home, for tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV, and a nice little tribute to Susan Harris. And Mitch Styles, mate, we're thinking of you, as is everybody else around the community, buddy.
Yeah, exactly right. And, well, let's see what can happen in tonight's 20-lap non-qualifiers A main. In memory of Susan Harris, the 54 machine, her son of Mitch Styles, will start out of position number 7 in this one. And we are set for a start. Blake Murray and Trent Hitchens on the front row. James Grace, Corey Sibley. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Your non-qualifiers Super Late Model A main, proudly brought to you by the McSwain Duvall Classic. We are set. We're not going just yet. I think we might be going next time by. The yellow lights were out.
Sorry, Matt, just quickly, another donation has just come through. Travis Beerter, who is in fact one of the admins here tonight, he has just donated $100 as well. So Travis, again, on behalf of the World of Thunder family and of course Ultimate Dirt TV, thank you again for not only spending your time, doing which is what a thankless job, but also donating the money as well. So thank you again on behalf of the World of Thunder community and the Ultimate Dirt TV community as well. Matt, 20 laps on the board. Here we go.
We are set for a start, race fans. The green flag flies in honor of Susan Harris here tonight, down to corners number 1 and 2 for the first time. A lot of fuel in these race cars. Blake Murray is your early race leader, down to turns number 3 and 4. James Grace running in the second position at the moment. Down the main straightaway they run. They kick over to lap number 2. 19 laps to go.
Oh, look at the man of the moment, Mitch Styles in the 54 machine. He's worked his way up to position number 4. Here comes the 92 of Trent Hitchens, still working the inside of the speedway. 2 by 2 by 3. Now they're 3-1 behind him. Kalamar Shalecki and Robert Fletcher into corners number 1 and 2. Lap number 2 is in the books. Still got 18 to run, and we are yellow on the racetrack.
Yellow flag flying here early on in tonight's.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy
non-qualifiers.
I'm going to enjoy this one, Matt.
Go for it, mate. Take it away.
Not often I like to point out to people that where they can and where they can't park there. I know he's a regular over at Beard FX Gaming, but hey, Daniel Schultz, I know you're going to enjoy this one. But you know what? You can't park there, mate. You simply cannot park there, buddy.
And I'll tell you what, Brett, I reckon he would be in a world of laughter right now, because if he's watching the stream, that'll be pretty cool. As well as we know the Power Platz presentation worldwide. The walls don't move, the tyres don't move. Other race cars may move, but unfortunately, when you park somewhere that you're not supposed to, well, that is another thing in itself. We are set for a restart. 2 wide formation. Blake Murray, James Grace on the front row. Then we go back to Corey Sibley and Mitch Styles, row 2. We are set for a restart, race fans. Blake Murray jumps on the fun pedal. Here we go.
That was a good start there by, once again, Blake Murray, the 3 wide. Here comes Styles working to the inside. 3 wide. Sibley on the inside. Styles through the middle. And James Grace on the outside. Oh, no. Look how much Styles. Uh-oh. Mitch. You can't do it. You can't park there, buddy. Oof.
And that is not what we wanted right now. Sorry, I had to take a quick drink. My throat was getting a bit dry.
Oh, no.
Yes, oh, no.
Yeah.
Race fans. So 2 cars out of this one early. We still have 15 laps. Or when we go back to the last recorded lap, we'll have 16 laps to go here in tonight's A main for the non-qualifiers for the McSwain Duvall Classic here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Your race leader is Blake Murray. James Grace in position 2. Corey Sibley in 3. Robert Fletcher in position 4. Stephen Turbeville in position 5 at the moment in that machine. He drives the 4 car back there as well. Tyson Ulecki still down the back of the bus In this one, Justin Toll will hit up Motorsports number 525 car back there in position 9. Or it should be 8, sorry, is once the timing updates. And there it goes. So Justin Toll will restart in position number 8 in the 525 machine. Then we go back to Jared Schmidt and Tyson Ulecki back there in position number 10. There is on screens the troll of Justin Toll.
I wonder if he's learned his lesson from a couple of nights ago at Eldora. A couple of times he was told that he couldn't park there. Even the second time he goes, I know I can't park there. And Platzi summed it up right. He goes, well, if you knew, why'd you still park there, you silly sausage?
Exactly. Well, you know what happens, Brett? On the second strike, it's always a big fine. So here we go. We are back to green flag racing right now, race fans, with 15 laps left to go here in tonight's 20-lap non-qualifiers A-Main. Blake Murray still your race leader down the back straight away they go. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes James Grace. Oh, James gets all sorts of tight in turn number 3 and 4. Grace, though, back on the gas in the 269.
There goes Robert Fletcher in the 77, making the move there by James Grace. But Grace now going to work back to the middle of the speedway. Will he slide up? Yeah, he does. Now in comes Fletcher one more time, trying to work it back to the inside of James Grace. Your race leader is Blake Murray. From James Grace, Robert Fletcher, your top 3. Stephen Turbeville, Sean Judson in the 19, and Turbeville in that 4K, working the middle of the speedway. 8 down, 12 to run here in your non-qualifiers race.
Right now, down to turns 1 and 2. James Grace still on the top side of the speedway. Robert Fletcher looking to the inside for second on James Grace right now. The 77 machine move him up to second right now. What a run tonight for Robert Fletcher. He's been having a pretty decent run. We haven't seen him for most of the season in the super late models, but hey, he's out here, he's on the racetrack, and he's having a good run right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you go back to the pro late model races that the VLR guys put on a couple of months ago. He was a driver that picked up a hard charger award at USA, so he's no stranger to late model racing, and right now he's got that 77 hooked up machine and looking to walk away with some cash. Now, after this race, we are going to talk to our top 2 because I've got one real simple question for him.
Yes, that is correct. Down the back straight away they go into turn number 3 and 4. This time by down the main straight away they go. Ladies and gentlemen, they've got 8 laps to go as they cross the stripe into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight, Robert Fletcher still looking for that second position. He has it, but James Grace not giving up the fight though in the 269 machine. Down the main straight they're on. Blake Murray, your race leader.
Yeah, 7 to go for Blake Murray, Robert Fletcher 1 and 2. There is Stephen Turbeville and Corey Sibley. They're going to go door to door down into turn number 3. Sibley in the 999. Turbeville in the 4K slides up the racetrack. A little bit of contact, a little bit of right side romance. Turbeville into the wall. They go to the grass. They keep it going. We go yellow. And, well, I don't know whether iRacing threw that one or whether Race Control threw that one. But both drivers not happy with each other. Boys, just saying, you guys can't park there.
Yes, always getting the heated on the racetrack.
They're showing all sorts of heats.
All sorts of heats, that is right. So, race fans, let's get set for the final 5 laps when we come back to the green flag. Here in tonight's non-qualifiers A-Main, in memory of Susan Harris, unfortunately, Mitch out of the race for tonight. Again, the winner of this one picking up a $70 prize pool in this one for tonight. That goes to the winner, and $15 goes to second position in this one. It's all going to be down, battling for sheep stations in these last 5 laps when we come back to the green flag, Brett.
I think Blake Murray's had a real good stranglehold on this $70 at the moment, but we've still got a handful of laps remaining. But when we go back to green, I got to say, that battle between Fletcher and Grace, that was really, really good between those two guys. There was a couple of times where there was a couple of slide jobs being thrown by both the drivers, but I mean, at the end of the day, they've got to, if they want a piece of the $70, if they want to take that cash, they've got to get by Blake Murray to get that job done.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. So let's see what happens in the closing laps of tonight's non-qualifiers A-Main. What will happen? Will it be Blake Murray? Will it be Robert Fletcher? Will it be James Grace? Back there in position number 3 at the moment. Looks like we are going with a modern late model restart.
Oh, we're still yellow, mate. Settle down.
Okay.
Oh, you're trying to go early.
Mate, it's always about being keen.
Just going to say story of my life.
Well, hopefully everyone enjoying their, what's today, Wednesday in Australia? It is. Hopefully everyone enjoying their Tuesday in the United States or wherever you may be watching from around the world here on Ultimate Dirt TV across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Who's your pick for the main event, Matt?
Oh, mate, it's... We'll come to that. We'll come back to that shortly because it's going to be way too difficult to tell. It's early days. We'll see what happens in the 57 lap A main. But hey, I mean, look, Kiefer came from 11th to win his heat race.
Boring.
There's a chance. I mean, look, I know who you're going to pick, so I'm going to beat you to it.
No, I'm picking Majulis. Beat
shotgun.
Shotgun. I've already picked
Shotgun Majulis.
I've already picked him. I said it before you did.
Righto. I'll pick Evan C.
Okay. That's your problem.
So I'll pick Evan C to win, and we'll see who goes for hard charger.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that one later.
We are back to green flag racing though here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the non-qualifiers A main in memory of Susan Harris here tonight, race fans, down through turns 3 and 4. They now have 4 laps left to go here in tonight's 20-lap feature. Down to 1 and 2. It's all Blake Murray show. At the moment, down the back straight they run. The Indian Outlaw, Robert Fletcher. But running back there in the second position, we are yellow. Yellow on the racetrack. Once again, taking a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. The 74 car on the top side of the speedway. Looks like just gets into the back of the 92 and clips the infield tractor tyre. And a contact there with Ben Countermarsh as well. So,
Tyson.
Power Plat's presentation.
Tyson.
Yes, Brett, you
Tyson, mate, let me tell you. 2 things, right? Courtesy of the Power Plat's presentation. 1, you can't park there. And 2, the tyres don't move, you silly sausage.
Well, we want to see who your picks are as well, race fans. Who's going to take out tonight's 57-lap A main coming up after this?
I think Damien Kiefer's picked himself.
Sure he has. Look, I know you're watching, Damien, so you better bloody win this race, mate. I'm telling you now. We are back to green flag racing, though, here at Charlotte. We've got 3 laps left to go here in tonight's non-qualifiers A main. Down the back straight away, this time by into turns number 3 and 4. Down through turns 3 and 4 this time by. They'll have 2 laps left to go. Down the main straight, they're on your race leader at the moment is Blake Murray.
Well, he's only got a lap and a half away from walking away with $70 in his back pocket for winning the non-qualifiers race. He gets the white flag this time by. Matt, you can bring us home here in the non-qualifiers race.
Down to turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight away for the final time. Into turns number 3 and 4. How about a race, fans? Give it up for Blake Murray collecting the BFX game and checkered flag at the start line. Robert Fletcher home in second. James Grace home in third. Sean Judson rounding out the top 4. What a finish here tonight for the non-qualifiers A main. And this is what it all comes down to. Blake Murray, take a bow, mate, because that was an awesome feature. The track still in cherry ripe condition. We'll take a quick look at your final results here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte for the non-qualifiers A main. There it is. Blake Murray getting the win over Robert Fletcher. James Grace home in third. Sean Judson in 4th position. Trent Hitchens home in 5. Jared Schmidt in 6. Ryan Lambie in 7th. Ben Countermarsh 8th. Jester Walker 9th. Justin Toll in position 10. There, and then we go back to Tyson Ulecki, Mitch Stiles, Daniel Schultz, Stephen Turbeville, and Corey Sibley running out your 15 cars. We'll cross down now to Victory Lane with Brett Wheeler and Blake Murray.
You're going to stand here down in Victory Lane in the non-qualifiers race. Blake Murray. Blake, congratulations on this win. I'm sure you would have liked to had a chance to go into the 57 lap, the McSwain Duvall Classic, but hey, non-qualifiers race will have to do, and you pick up $70. You're going to be happy about that.
Yeah, I hate I missed it, but yeah, they need a spotter, so I'll spot one of them.
Always playing the selfless act, right? Someone's got to be the sport. Someone unfortunately has to miss out. You have to miss out. But mate, talk about this racetrack here tonight. You guys had 10 minutes practice on it. What did you make of the racetrack there at the end of the race?
Yeah, I made a risky move from practice to the feature, so I was hoping we got a few green flag laps, so it finally come in. But yeah.
Well, we know you'll be cheering on. You got mate Zach McSwain now. I got one question for you. You've just picked up $70. Is that going to go back to the McSwain Duvall Classic Fund, or are you going to keep it?
Yes. No, send it to him. Send it to him.
Awesome, buddy. That's what I wanted to hear. Hey, buddy, well done on the win in the non-qualifiers race. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, I got to thank ZMR, Ryko Motorsports, Big Al's Guns, KMJ Graphics, and thank y'all for everything y'all do, and thank y'all for the calls. There
we go, Blake Murray. So that $70 that he's just picked up, he's going to put it back into the McSwain Duvall Fund. Matt Bailey, I'm going to let you chat with Robert Fletcher, and before you let him thank his sponsors, I want to ask him that same question.
Well, standing down here with Robert Fletcher at the moment. Robert, mate, you didn't have the run that you wanted tonight in your heat racing competition, but mate, still a second place in non-qualifiers, but hey, it's still a good way to come off with a podium.
Yeah, we just got Selby there in the heat race, and just kind of occurrence that happens. But yeah, Blake he was quick, and I just went too low a gear, thinking I was going to slick off. And hats off to those guys over there. I like Blake, and it's fun racing with them most of the time. So,
mate, and what did you think of the racetrack in this non-qualifiers A main here tonight? Oh, it was obviously a little bit fresh, but it still produced some pretty decent racing.
Yeah, it seemed like you could roll the bottom a little bit if you had the right gear, but like I said, I was on such a low gear I couldn't get up off the bottom. So I think if somebody had the right, gear, you could have been a couple groove racing. I seen in the back they were scattered a little bit. So,
well, mate, an awesome run here tonight, mate. Quickly, you've picked up $15. What is that going to be going back into the McSwain Duvall Fund, or are you going to be walking away with it tonight?
Oh yeah, of course. I did this whole thing. Even if I made a big race and got money, it was going back to them guys. Hate to that happened to them, and prayers with both their families.
Mate, well done on that, and we thank you so very much for that as well, mate. Before we let you go, we know there's a lot of good people behind the scenes and a lot of good people on this race car, mate. Now's the time to thank those people.
Yes, sir. First of all, I got to thank the team FTP. Without those guys, none that we'd be in the back probably. Majula C Setup Shop, Tag 3 Defense, Diamond Divas, Dirty Grass Soul, iRacing, iFlag, and I think that's and Hawkeye Junk Removal. I think that's it.
Well, mate, that was an awesome run here in the non-qualifiers, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How about, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Fletcher there, and we're going to cross down now to our third place getter if we have him.
Negative. I only wanted to chat to the top two, and there was a simple reason. I wanted to know if the drivers were going to put back the money towards the fund, because put it this way, if you finish in the money, expect that question, because I think that every last cent of this prize that is the prize purse that is being paid out to those drivers should go back to the family. BFX, thank you for the rain as well. I hope you enjoyed the stream, buddy. But yeah, a good job on 7th, by the way. So that's it's going to be. I'm looking forward to this 57 laps, Matt. It's not too far away. The main event isn't all that far away from happening.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. It's going to be absolutely lit here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte, race fans. And, let's see what happens. And, we say hello to everyone watching. A big thanks to all our sponsors as well here on UltimateDirtTV. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back on the other side of this. Your main event still yet to come. 57 laps on the board.
they came in the house. They just cops came out here. Told them I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 or 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to do
coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. My country, this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out.
I was just taking out trash, and I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man.
You too, man.
You gonna believe what happened over here, man. We're gonna run out there and they went in the house. Somebody had to do it, and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray before, and this is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away. And get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friend.
And we are back here on UltimateDirtTV coverage of the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic here from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Super late models taking part in a quick little practice session, but before we get into the starting grid and whatnot, we've got a special man who is joining us here, and the man that's been the brains behind this fantastic event and the man that has been able to help raise a whole lot of money. Steve McMillan. Stephen, of course, welcome. You're so very used to being in the booth this time. Well, we're bringing you in because you help set this up with a whole list of people, but we just want to go through and just talk about how much money you've been able to raise.
So far tonight, we've raised a little over $2,000, so both families be walking home with a little over $1,000 apiece. And we couldn't do it without you fans at home. The donation link's still in the chat. You make sure if you want to donate, nothing's too small. It could be $1 to whatever. We appreciate everything you've done for us tonight. And I know Zach and BJ Duvall appreciate you too. And we couldn't do it without the sponsors that, came on board and donated some money, like Fritz Gaming, Bearded FX, UltimateDirtTV, JDM Designs. He's worked his butt off of raising money. He raised over $400. Thank you. Schultz's Wallet, Hood Up Motorsports. They raised quite a bit of money. Thank you. The Sling and Dirt Racing League sponsors tonight's feature winner trophy. Then we're giving away a free race wrap to the drivers, one of them. iRacing Dirt Memes. The Miller Family Trucking. I couldn't do it without Bill Duvall today. Bill. And thank you, Tyler Schultz, for 10,000 stars. Wow.
Holy.
That is awesome.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm going to just say, holy shit. Like, we know Schultz is a good mate, but to go, and again, to go and donate that kind of money, but, that, again, that basically now gives us an extra. Schultz, you'd be able to confirm that. I'm pretty sure that's about $100. So I mean, even then, that's still going to split between the families. So Tyler, again, and I'm sure your good mate BJ, he'd be very thankful of what you've been able to do. I know you guys have got really close over the last couple of months, so it's all obviously nice to support a good mate. But Steve, it's pretty much now going to take it up to about $2,100 and. $1,050. Firsthand that burying someone you love, it takes not only a toll on yourself but the family, but also it can take a toll on the bank account as well.
Definitely it does. It costs a lot to bury someone, and we're thankful to be a family and raise this type of money to help these two families out. Zach McSwain, we love you. He's been a supporter of World Thunder for a long time. BJ Duvall, he's been my right-hand man for a very long time. We love you too. Thank you. But I couldn't do it without Biller today. He was helping get stuff done for me while I was at work. Got to thank Four Link Motorsports for their donation, what they raised. That was very nice of them. John Sykes Memorial, the second annual. Don't want to miss that out. Jeff Helton Racing. And everybody else who donated, I appreciate you so much. I've meant so much to these people. And Brett, I gotta run.
All right, buddy. You go run. You go take care of business up there. We'll take care of business down here, and we look to hope for these guys to have a good show. Good luck, Steve.
Thank you.
Well, Matt, T-minus 90 seconds, buddy. And then we are super late model racing the McSwain Duvall Classic here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
I tell you what, this is an exceptional honor to be here tonight, and I want to thank. I can't be thankful enough. I can't thank you, Brett. I can't thank Steve enough for allowing me to come here and be a part of this tonight. This is phenomenal. It's at the end of the day, we're about to go for 57 laps, and it's for two people that not just support UltimateDirtTV, but support World of Thunder. And obviously, we have these guys. McSwain comes out every week, races in the super late model World of Thunder Miller Family Trucking League. BJ rocks up every week, and he's one of our race admins who calls the shots on the racetrack. And I'll tell you what, he turns up every week and he does his job. So these guys, we cannot be thankful enough. And hey, at the end of the day, my most favorite question is, hey, Brett Wheeler, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Look, before I answer that, Bill Miller's just donated $200 as well. So we're now at about $2,300. I tell you what, I would love for us to get to $2,500. So, guys, just $200 away from $2,500. for the two families, which will hopefully be about which should be about $1,250. But as it stands, they're $1,150 each. So, guys, again, no donation is too small. Again, if you can afford it, please do so. We hope that no one, although it's a part of life, we don't wish this upon anybody. But Matt, it is time. 27 cars getting set to do battle. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, and we are going to go all the way from position number 27. It's Tyler Wolfong. Position number 26 for Hood Up Motorsports, it's Matt George. And position number 25, it's Robert Tucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, from position number 24, he comes from Mannington. He drives the B32, that is William Duvall. To his inside, position 23, the 116, Chase Hardy.
The 00 entry of JDM Designs, John Darby, lines up at a position number 22. Position number 21 for 4Link Motorsports, it's Matt Selby.
From Coleman, Alabama, he drives the 132 machine from position number 20, that is Austin Hines. Position 19, from Desto, the 5 machine of Chris Fisher.
Mount Washington's Jaden Krause lines up at a position number 18, the 13 machine. To the inside, car number 2 from Boiling Springs, it's Jesse Wall in the 17th starting position.
From position number 16, he drives the number 15 machine, that is Ryan Flatten. Position 15 for Team Victory Lane Racing in TAC 3 Defence, it's the 33 car of Evan C.
Hugh Cullen will start position number 14. Position number 13, it's Dylan Yeager.
Position number 12, he comes from Pine Island. He drives the 29 machine. That is James Klassen. Position number 11, also in the 23 team machine here tonight, it is Ethan Toda.
Cameron Case in the 55 will start position number 10. To the inside, the 101 from Carolina. Position number 9, it's Brent Evans.
From position number 8 for Speedworks Mafia, the 51 machine of Terrell Payne from 8. Position number 7 from Danville, Pennsylvania. He drives the number 19 machine. That is Mike Augustine.
I'd love to see this guy go to victory lane. He drives car number 25 from Mooresboro, North Carolina. Out of position number 6, it's Zach McSwain. To the inside from Florida, the number 2 machine, Dylan Hauser, position number 5.
Position number 4, outside row number 2 from Mooresville, North Carolina. Also driving the D1RT Racing, number 71 machine, Cole Cabray. To his inside from Bloomsdale, he drives the 0K, Damien Kiefer.
And your front row for tonight's 57-lap main event will be on the outside of the front row, the 127 of Blake Majoris, and on the pole position will be the 09 of Tanner Tomasi. Ladies and gentlemen, they get into the greatest sight in all of motorsports. Now, BJ Duvall having some headset issues. Hopefully he can get out onto the racetrack. But the drivers are 4 wide, and again, this race is for the McSwain and the Duvall family. We hope you're enjoying the show. We hope that we are bringing you some sort of relief here from the iRacing community. And again, a big thank you to Steve McMillan, the entire admin staff here at World of Thunder, and of course, all the wonderful people that donated, whether it's big, whether it's small. I'm sure the families will be very, very appreciative. Again, the drivers, Zach McSwain out in front. We were scheduled to have BJ Duvall and Zach McSwain out in front, as this race is for them and their families. Again, can't imagine what they are going through. But again, guys, on behalf of, I'm going to widen this out here, on behalf of the iRacing community, mate, our thoughts and prayers are not only with you guys, but also your friends and families as you get through this difficult time. So the 4 wide salute is done, Matt. Our field is set. Who have you got?
Mate, it's so close to call, and it's even just watching this right now takes me back, to when we saw, to when we witnessed another a sprint car driver, he was killed in a crash. Brett Wheeler, you've got something cool on the boards, mate. Bring us to the green. Something
I was thinking about over the last couple of days. And you know how we get dirty for 30? We go live for 25 or live for 35. The safety car's still on there. We're going to build this up just a little bit more, because I think we're just waiting on maybe BJ Duvall to come back out on the racetrack. Hopefully he's got those mechanical issues sorted out. But again, if we get to go green, who knows? If a yellow comes out quick enough, he might be able to get his laps back. But again, at the moment, we just watched the safety car. I'm going to wait until the safety car comes in. If it comes in, we're going green, hopefully. Here it is. Here it is, Matt. We're going green. The inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic. Gentlemen, we know you lost your dad. We know they're up in heaven because we are about to go live for 57 here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We are racing!
The green flag flies here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Race fans down to turns 1 and 2 for the first time. A lot of fuel in these race cars. Tanner Tomasi, your early race leader, down to corners number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they run. Out of turn 4 this time by Tanner Tomasi leads the opening lap of the McSwain Duvall Classic here at Charlotte.
Oh, watching Kiefer try to put that 0K machine in up underneath Blake Magellan. Then we go back to Dylan Hauser. Cole Cabre working wheel to wheel. Out of turn number 4. There is Zach McSwain. He's up to position number 6. He's got Mike Augustine to the inside in the turn number 1 and 2. McSwain trying to get back up into the top 5.
Down into corners number 3 and 4, McSwain makes a move to the outside of the speedway right now, looking to split them 3 and 4 wide down the main straightaway. McSwain with a few mechanical issues with that race car right now. The Ryco Motorsports number 25 machine up into position number 5 on the outside of Cole Cabre, the D1RT Racing number 71 machine. You've got Dylan Hauser right in front of them at the moment. He's running in the 4th spot.
Oh, we're going to change for the race lead. Blake Magellan is your race leader. Tomasi now. Majulis is back there on the inside. Good race going on between Tomasi and Majulis. Majulis lines up in front of Tanner Tomasi. Majulis has it by half a culling at the start-finish line. Here comes Tomasi with another slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Damien Kiefer right there. Look at the battle for the top 3 down into turn number 3 and 4.
Down to turns 3 and 4 this time by down the main straightaway they go. Into corners number 1 and 2. Slide job from Tomasi. Takes the race lead back in 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Here comes Majulis back to the inside with another slide job. In turn number 3 and 4. Picks up the left front. Out of turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. Here comes Team Vigilant Racing's Damien Kiefer. As well in the 0K machine. Down to turns number 1 and 2 this time by. They are nose to tail down the back straight.
What a good race for numbers 1, 2 and 3. Majulis, Tomasi and Kiefer. Then you go back to Zach McSwain, who puts the 25 up to position number 4. He's got by Dylan Hauser. Hauser runs in 5th. Then you go back to Augustine and Cole Cabre, Brent Evans, Dylan Yeager, and Cameron Kaysen. Round out your top 10 so far. Biggest mover through the field, Austin Hines at a +4. Dylan Yeager at a +4 as well. So we've seen a couple of drivers move through the field. Unfortunately, Matt George already back in the pits. BJ Duvall, nice to see him back out onto the racetrack. Here comes Kiefer working to the inside right now into turn 3 and 4. Tomasi on the top, Kiefer on the bottom. Tomasi has 2nd position at the line.
Down the main straight they run into 1 and 2. Kiefer on the bottom side of the speedway. We are yellow, yellow, yellow. The caution flag flies. Are you kidding me? We've gone 11 laps, it's 11 laps under the green flag here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay, and there it is, the 46 car and John Darby on screen. I think, is that not Matthew Selby? No, I don't believe so.
Yes, it is. It is Matthew Selby.
It is. It
Yes.
is.
Yep. And look, he did stop there for about half a second, but oh no. Hang on. I'm gonna try and yeah, why is this doing it to me? Okay, hang on. Trying to get the timing back up. So maybe no more replays coming out, Matt.
Yeah. It's a bit of a how you going situation with that one. So, race fans, as we look on the racetrack, Evan C there on screen at the moment in the Team VLR number 33 machine. We've seen some good racing so far here tonight in the opening laps of our main event here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte for the inaugural McSwain Duvall Classic.
Yeah, just waiting for my timing to work. Nope, it's oh boy, it's all sorts of wrong now. Alright, let's try this again, Matthew. I'll let you, you know who's who up front. You know who's who in the zoo.
Yeah, we know who's who in the zoo. That's all right. You got Blake Majulis up the front, race fans. We are back to green flag racing here at Charlotte. Majulis gets on the fun pedal. Down the main straight they run into 1 and 2. There is Tanner Tomasi there in the 09 car. Running back there in the second position at the moment. Down to turns number 3 and 4. Here comes McSwain. Zach McSwain on the top side of the speedway. Looking for the third position on Kiefer right now. McSwain's got that car locked down. The Ryco Motorsports number 25 hits down the back straight away into corners number 3 and 4. This time by your race leader is Blake Majulis.
Well, Tomasi holding on to position number 2. Now Kiefer falling outside the top 3. Kiefer works the bottom side. McSwain through the middle of the speedway into turn number 1 and 2. We are 13, about to be 14 laps down into a 57-lap main event. Oh boy, Augustine. He got shuffled back. There's Cabray, Hauser. They may have come together. Hauser with a slide job on Cabray. Here comes Jaeger. Working the bottom side. Doing what Dylan Jaeger loves to do. And that's fine. Just catfishing right around the bottom. Cabray slides up in front of Dylan Hauser. Hauser trying to work back to the inside. There's Brent Evans in the 101 machine.
We are yellow on the speedway right now. The caution flag flies for John Darby in the 00 car. And, well, Brett Wheeler, we have seen some phenomenal racing. And just quickly, mate, that start there, that had chills going up through my spine, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Like I said, I've been thinking of the last couple of days on what kind of clever little rhyme I could come up with for the families. Obviously, you know, the 25, Zach McSwain's number, followed by the 32 of Duvall's number, and that's how they got the 57. And you know, like I said, you know, we've used Let's Go Dirty for 30, or Naughty for 40, we're live for 25, or 30 for 5. I just thought, what can go with 7? And when I immediately, as soon as I said 7, I thought of heaven. I thought, you know what, I'll come up with something here. So Duvall, you just see there going past the pace car. He's going to get his laps back. He's hopefully got those headset issues figured out, and he'll tag up the tail end of the field once again. So, Matt, still 40 laps to go. Still a lot of racing left to come.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. And I'll tell you what, it just gets, even more nerve-wracking when you see these guys, continuously go at it, and you're so keen to already know what's going to happen in the last 5 laps. And hopefully the last 5 laps of this A main tonight is going to be absolutely lit here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We just go through your running order at the moment, race fans. Blake Majulis is your race leader. Tanner Tomasi on his outside. We go back to Damien Kiefer and Zach McSwain on the second row. Then we go back to Cole Cabray and Dylan Hauser. We are back to green flag action here at Charlotte.
Well, it's going to be Blake Majulis into turn number 1 and 2. Kiefer tried to make the move there on Tanner Tomasi, but now here comes McSwain back to the outside. McSwain back to position number 3. Hauser follows the 25 machine, working 2 by 2. Cabray trying to sneak up on the inside. He almost tried to make it 3 wide on the exit of turn number 4. 3 wide for a split second here again. 3 wide out of turn number 2. Now 2 wide. Kiefer and Hauser wheel to wheel.
Through turns number 3 and 4 this time by race fans. Down the main straightaway they run. Into corners number 1 and 2. We are yellow, yellow, yellow.
I almost want to go to I almost want to try the replays again, but I don't want to. No, I'm all sorts of tempted, but I'm not having any faith in the timing screen. Maybe I need to update it. Something I might do after the race, but I believe we've got James Clarkson in the 29, the man that was involved in that caution, and I did notice he was stopped, so we're just going to throw this one out there, although we didn't see it. Mate, you can't park there.
Exactly right. So let's see what happens on this restart right now. You got Zach McSwain moving up into the 3rd position. Tanner Tomasi will restart in the second spot. We take a quick look at your running order at the moment. Blake Majulis is your race leader. Tanner Tomasi back there in the second position. Then we go back to Zach McSwain there in the third spot. You got Damien Kiefer in position number 4 at the moment. Dylan Hauser in 5. Cole Cabray in position 6. Then we go back to Mike Augustine, Dylan Yeager, Brent Evans, and Huey Quillen to round out your top 10 cars. We are set to go back to racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Blake Majulis will get set to step on the loud pedal once again as they get given the 1 to go signal. The yellow lights around the pace car are out. And here around the dirt track at Charlotte. Brett Wheeler, we are set for a restart.
Indeed we are. Safety car back to the pit area on the infield. What is 19 laps down? So we've still got, I believe, about 38 left to run. Majulis, Tomasi, McSwain. That is your top 3s. Again, we work down into turn number 1 and 2. Tomasi rolls the bottom side, as does Zach McSwain. Now McSwain going to put it 3/4 of the way up the racetrack, down into 3 and 4. Kiefer Hauser and all Dylan Yeager. They all follow the 25. Here he comes. This is McSwain to the inside on Tomasi. He almost tried to go for the slide, but just maybe mistimed the crossover on the front straightaway.
Down the back straight, they run into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. We are working now lap number 22 as they cross the line. Into down the main straightaway, they run into corners number 1 and 2. You got, there is Cole Cabray there on the bottom side of the speedway. Dylan Hauser running the cushion here at the dirt track at Charlotte right now, looking for a slider on Zach McSwain. Couldn't get the pass completed though. What's going to happen on the top side? McSwain will still have the 3rd position as they cross the line.
Yeah, McSwain still holding down the podium position at the moment. 22 laps down. Still a fair bit of racing to go. Tomasi down on the bottom side. McSwain just about half a car length up higher than what Tanner Tomasi was running. And then you go back to Dylan Hauser, who again was working 3/4 of the way up the racetrack in 3 and 4. They ride the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Then you go back to Cole Cabray, Dylan Yeager, Evan C. They're going to battle it out with Evan C. Going to battle it out with Dylan Yeager, wheel to wheel, down the front straightaway. Evan C. up to position number 6.
On the speedway right now, C. in that Team Feature Lane Racing number 33 machine. There is Dylan Hauser. No contact in turn 3 and 4. The car kicked out on him. And hopefully no big damage on the 09 car of Tanner Tomasi. So to the 2 car of Dylan Hauser. They race into turn number 3 and 4 this time by McSwain. Trying to split it down the middle. Couldn't get the job done though. Back down to corners number 1 and 2. Just where we were 30 seconds ago here, race fans. Hauser into the wall in turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight. Cabray capitalizes on that little ordeal there with Hauser into the wall in 1 and 2. Cabray now back up to 4th.
Keep an eye on Evan C. on the outside of a top 5 position. Look at McSwain. Rails the cushion through 1 and 2. Drives by the 09 of Tanner Tomasi. Now cuts down to the middle of the speedway. How much can Blake Majulis, how much can he put of a gap between himself and Zach McSwain? Right now it's just shy of just around 1.3 seconds. But very close to about the halfway stage, Matt.
Wow, we into corners number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they run this time by. The battle is on right now for minor placings here at the dirt track at Charlotte. There is Tanner Tomasi and Dylan Hauser on screen. Down the back straight they run into turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Hauser. Hauser looking for the slide job. Oh, just tucks in there as well. That was ever so close. Good racing here tonight for the super late models. Absolutely extraordinary here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte, Brad. Wowee, we are kicking over to lap number 32 this time by.
Well, it's still Blake Majulis, Zach McSwain, Dylan Hauser, 1, 2, and 3. We are yellow. Uh-oh. BJ, mate. You know what? You can't park there.
Damage on the 32 of BJ Duvall in the 32B machine. Hopefully no major damage on that race car. Looks like, is he going to pull it in? I don't think so. He's going to keep it going. The front end all crumpled up on that race car at the moment. Awesome onboard shots here of the 32 car. Trying to see if that car's still working to specs on that super late model. As we go back to the last recorded lap, we go back to lap number 31. Or we'll start lap 32 once again when they cross the line. So, Blake Majulis, your race leader. Zach McSwain will restart on his outside. This is not what Blake Majulis wanted. We are set for a restart here at the dirt track at Charlotte, race fans. This is about to get juicy. We're back to green.
31 down, 26 to go. Here in the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic. Super late models at the dirt track at Charlotte. Hauser trying the inside once again in 1 and 2, but McSwain fends off the challenge. Here comes Tomasi right at the inside. Oh no, Tomasi gets tagged there by Evans C. Damn it, Tomasi. Mate, you can't park there.
Back to yellow flag very quickly on that after that restart there as well, race fans. Not what we wanted so far. Pace car back out on the speedway. Just very hard racing here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. So, Majulis leads over. Zach McSwain in the 25. Very sweet looking race car as well for McSwain this season. And we know this guy is anxious to take out tonight's A-main. He's been running the cushion like you would not believe in the 25 car. This is going to be a restart for the ages here, race fans, because we are closing in on the final laps here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Still a little bit to go.
Matt,
we're closing in ever so closely.
This might be ironic here, but if we go back to lap 32, BJ's number 32.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
It is. Wow. And there's 25 left. You could not script it.
That's just that is so incoincidental. How cool is that? Ladies and gentlemen, we go back to green flag racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte, down to 1 and 2. This time by McSwain. No, caught the wall. Wow, he kept it going as well. Gets knocked back to the 5th position. Hauser into the wall. In turn number 3 and 4. Almost upends the race car. And we go yellow. Yellow back out on the speedway. Will Zach McSwain get his spot back? I do believe so. I'm not sure.
They may have completed a lap. Cabray just rolls up along the outside of the 25. Oh boy.
This is just getting juicy, Brett. It's making my hair stand up on end. This is just getting, this is so lit right now. We're pumped left, right, and center, but the emotions still run through. How cool is this?
Certainly is. Looking at about 24, 23 laps to go once we go back to the green flag here at Charlotte. Majulis leads from McSwain, Cabray. Then you go back to C. Jaeger round out your top 5, followed by Evans, Flatten, Quillen, Augustine, Toda, Kaysen, Wall, Hines, Wilfong, Selby, Hardy, Payne, Fisher, Kraus, Darby, Klaassen, of course Tomasi, Duvall, and then Hauser. Carr's back in the pits. All right, I expect Hauser out. Kiefer's back in the pits, so he's done. Robert Tucker is done along with Matt George. So 4 cars out of the 27, still 23 of those cars on the racetrack, and probably the best 27 cars we could have asked for tonight. I'm glad we didn't have any more.
Exactly right, mate. So let's see what happens on this restart. You can see the drivers just buzzing the wheels in the race cars as well. So the pace car pulls back to the infield. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for a restart here at Charlotte. 23, or we come back to, what is it, 22 laps left to go when they cross the stripe. This time by, green flag is back out.
Yeah, we'll start lap number 35, so that puts 34 complete, which means we've got 23 to go. Majulis leading the way from Zach McSwain, Cole Cabray, Evans C. Drivers running in third and fourth position again. They go side by side. Cabray on the bottom, Evans C on the top side of the racetrack. Keep an eye on McSwain. We'll see what he can do here with Blake Majulis. We're closing in on 20 laps in a couple of laps' time.
Down to corners number 3 and 4. This time by, down the main straightaway. They will run out of turn number 4. We got Evans C. And I'll tell you what though, Brett, he's moved up heaps in this field as well. What was he, starting about 15th, 16th on the grid?
Yeah, well, he had to come through the last chance qualifiers, so he would have been about row 8 or 9.
Yeah, exactly right. So, Evans C there in the Team Vigilane Racing. TAC 3 defense, number 33 machine. Into corners number 3 and 4, up to the third position on the speedway. Down the main straight they run, into corners number 1 and 2. They are nose to tail on the top side of the speedway right now. There is Dylan Yeager on screen in the 48 car. He's running back there in the 7th position at the moment. But I tell you what, race fans, the race is not over just yet because we've still got about 17 laps left to go.
We go back to yellow. Every time it looks like Zach McSwain starts to close in on Blake Majulis, the yellow comes out, and you just, Matt, you get the feeling that if Zach McSwain, if this race, the longer this race stays on, I mean, we know how good Blake Majulis is. He was the inaugural winner of the iRacing World of Outlaws Late Model Championship winner. Actually turned some laps around here as part of the prize that he won in a late model. So he's had a bit of experience around here, but I tell you what, you know when you get the 127 Industries car, you know it's going to be towards the front. But again, although I've picked him, I would love to see Zach McSwain get the win.
So would I, mate. So would I. When you were on the mic just before I had the mic off, and I was actually cheering for McSwain when he took the second position. So this race is heating up massively. So the pace car pulls back into the infield. Race fans, we are set for a restart here at the dirt track at Charlotte. When we come back to the green flag, we'll have 17 laps left to go. Back to green out of turn 4.
Well, can Majulis hold on for a win here at the dirt track at Charlotte and take out the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic? Zach McSwain, he would love to have a challenge for the race lead. Now, going to dive down to the lower part of the racetrack into turn number 3 and 4. Your top 3 run single file, nose to tail. Then you go back and take a look at this battle between Cabray, Evans. Then you go back, Quillen, Yeager, Flatton. They are all there.
They sure are, mate. Down into corners number 3 and 4 this time by a lot of drivers running the outside of the speedway. Huey Quillen was just up in the wall there in turn number 3 and 4. Slowed down, had to get off the gas a little bit to straighten up the car back up there in turn number 3 and 4 for Huey Quillen. Down the back straight into turns number 3 and 4 this time by, though, Brent Evans. Oh, there is contact there between Ryan Flatton and Cole Cabray. We are yellow.
Yeah, I told you.
Caution flag flies. Jesse Wall, I think, mate.
Yeah, every time it happens, every time you see Zach McSwain now, again, there was about a quarter of a tenth or 2/10 of a second between Majulis, McSwain, and Evans C. They were all very, very similar when it comes to time-wise. And again, once these track slickens off, you know where the fast guys are going to be. It's all about just controlling the throttle and just trying to keep that car nice and straight. Tyler Schultz coming in with another 2,532 stars, course 25 for McSwain and 32 for BJ. So Tyler, mate, again, thank you so very much. You've already done more than enough, and again, like I said, love for the community to rally together and just get to that $2,500 mark. We're set for a restart this time by 43 down, 14 to go, Matt.
Down the main straightaway they go. Blake Majulis jumps back on the front pedal into 1 and 2. How close right now is Zach McSwain? Down the back straight they run. He's not going to be looking for a pass just yet, but he wants to get even closer to make that slide job happen. Down the main straight they run into corners number 1 and 2. this time by race fans. We are getting ever so close to the finish. Evan C. still back there in the third position at the moment. Your race leader is Majulis.
Yeah, you just got to know when to time the start. Look at this 3 wide right now. Cabre, Jaeger, and Flatten. Now, Cabre trying to work the inside there on Brent Evans, but look at Ryan Flatten. Wheel to wheel up on the top side of the racetrack. Flatten gets by Cabre. Flatten moves into position number 5. Has he gotten any closer? No. 11 to go for Blake Majulis.
Down into corners number 1 and 2. They still run the top side. Down the back straight away into corners number 3 and 4. Right through the slick. Part of the speedway right now. There's still a little bit of moisture there, but not as much as what these drivers would want right now. Back up to the cushion. There is McSwain running the cushion like a boss down the back straight.
Yeah, this will give you a real good indication of how slick the racetrack is and where these drivers are able to, where they can and where they can't put their cars. Where they can right now is on the cushion. As you can see, you can just hear it in the throttle control. You can just hear it in the motor. All the revolutions happening right now, but it is all Blake Majulis as we are yellow.
Wowee. So cool to have the onboard car cam here tonight as well. So very cool for Zach McSwain to have the onboard cam there for tonight in the Ryco Motorsports number 25 machine. As we are under caution lights once again here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And not sure who was the cause of that one. You can see Dylan Yeager there running the bottom side, just rolling the bottom side of the speedway. Just seeing how the line's working out right now. Majulis in that reliable energy. Chris Ferguson Motorsports, number 127 machine. Rolling down the back straight. How cool is these onboard shots right now, race fans? It gives you a bit more of an insight on how close you can get to the racetrack and on board with this race car. So,
I'll see
I'll tell you
something
what,
nice, Matt. Look. Whee!
Whee! Hey, I didn't know we had control of the onboard car cam. But
mate, it's a 360 one.
That's the throw. Okay, so we got the panoramic mode. That's pretty cool.
Yes, I've got all of the angles covered.
So cool. We are back to green flag though. Brett out of turn number 4.
8 laps left remaining here in the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic. Super late models at Charlotte. We're back to yellow very quickly.
Wowee. Ethan Toda out of the race as well. And BJ.
Still can't park there.
Can't park there, mate. That's the second time already.
Geez, Colin Bocas as well, Matt, coming in with 2,400 stars. Colin, thank you again for the donation. Again, I could just feel we're closing in on that $2,500 mark. Again, that'll be split between the two families just to try and help with trying to take off some of the financial pressure on what it is to bury a loved one.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. And as we said, it's this is going to be a race that I reckon a lot of memories will be held at. So we know race fans that this is virtual, but however, this has even more of the sorry, rephrase my words. It still holds the same special moments that you'd want to have even in a real life event. So even though these guys are sitting in a simulator, but they are in a race car virtually, and these guys are out there battling right now for a lot of very cool things happening on the racetrack, mate.
All right. Well, Schultzy, I will get you an answer shortly. I'm just waiting on a message from Mr. McMillan. 8 to go once again for Majulis, McSwain, and C.
Down the back straight, they run into corners number 3 and 4 this time by race fans. 7 laps to go as they cross the start line. The time is now. We are closing in on the final laps of tonight's A-Main. Down the back straight away into corners number 3 and 4. There is Evan C there still running in the 3rd position at the moment. Here comes Ryan Flatten as well in the 15 car. Flatten, what a dark horse here tonight as well, Brett, with this guy in the top 4 at the moment.
Here he comes. McSwain with a slide job on Majulis. Majulis made the mistake in turn number 1 and 2. Majulis back to the race lead. 5 remaining here at the no track and showed. Majulis, McSwain, Evan C, your top 3 on screen. Come on, Zach, get this W.
Down the back straight away into corners number 3 and 4. This time by race fans. Down the main straight he runs. The Ryko Motorsports number 25 machine inching ever so close to the W. Down the back straight they run. There is Blake Majulis still out in front there, the 127 machine. McSwain goes to the top side. In turn 3 and 4 gets the run off the top side of the speedway down the main straight into 1 and 2 this time by race fans. We're closing in. We have 3 to go.
Wow, you couldn't script a better race if you had tried the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic. Working the popsicle sticks, 2 laps left to run. Majulis still leads over Zach McSwain. There's nothing in it as they work through turn number 1 and 2. C just waiting patiently for an opportunity. They come into turn number 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The white flag is going to come up. Can Blake Majulis, can he hold on for a victory? Will Zach McSwain take it away from here in the final stages? White flag is out, 1 to run. We work the back straight away. Majulis is going to protect the bottom side down into turn number 3 and 4. Blake Majulis, Zach McSwain. Blake Majulis wins the McSwain Duvall Classic. Zach McSwain home in 2nd, Evan C 3rd. Ryan Flatten 4th, and Brent Evans comes home in position number 5.
This is unbelievable. I can feel some victory donuts happening. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I can feel some victory donuts happening. And there it is, race fans. Give it up for Blake Majulis.
Wow. Blake Majulis wins from Zach McSwain, Evan C, Ryan Flatten, and Brent Evans. Your top 5. Cole Cabre 6, Dylan Yeager 7, Austin Hines at 8th, 9th goes to Huey Quillen, and 10th will be Cameron Kaysen.
Home in 11th was Mike Augustine, 12th was Chris Fisher, 13th Tyler Wilfong, 14th John Darby, Matthew Selby home in 15th, Chase Hardy in 16th, Terrell Payne in 17th, home in 18th was Jaden Krause and last car on the lead lap as well. Then we go back to James Klassen, Tanner Tomasi, Ethan Toto, BJ Duvall, Jesse Wald, Dylan Hauser, Damien Kiefer, Robert Tucker, and Matt George home in the 27th position. And Brett, we saw, but just when we pulled up the final results there, we saw Blake Majulis do the victory lap, the reverse way around the speedway. So, mate, it's time to chat to our top 3.
Yeah, they call it the quickie lap. Tyler Shields, just before we get into interviews. So, we are looking at 2014, plus there was $90 from the last chance qualifier race, the Susan Harris last chance qualifier race. So there's 90, so you're looking at 2,100 there. Plus I think we're at about 300 here on our end. So I think we're about 100 away. But again, if you're gonna donate, buddy, just there is a donation link there that'll go straight to Steve, because at the moment Facebook is not going to let me take out the stars until the end of the month. So, and that being said, we are going to go down and chat to our 3rd place driver here tonight in the Victory Lane Racing number 33 machine. It is Evan C. Evan, mate, congratulations on the 3rd place. And, well, I know you had a couple of opportunities there late in the race, but, I mean, at the end of the day, 3rd place is what you're going to have to settle for, buddy.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate what happened in our heat race. Just had nowhere to go, and ended up having to start 15th after that. And I mean, we definitely had enough laps to get up to the front, but by the time we was in 3rd there, the track done slicked off, and you couldn't really move around a whole lot and try to make passes after that. I was just hoping Blake or Zach would maybe get into the wall, and I could kind of run that middle on 1 and 2 and maintain. And I didn't really see the point running the same line as them, getting caught up. They got into the wall. So, overall, came from, 15th to 3rd, and had a clean car at the end, so it's still a pretty good race for us.
And how tough is it when the track gets this slick to make those opportunities and to make those passes? Because there's all you late model guys towards the front of the field. You might be on similar sort of setups. You guys don't make all that mistakes too often.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta wait for one of them to make a mistake, or maybe they get into the wall and get some damage, and they're slow enough to where you can pass them. But I mean, it's especially pretty hard when Blake and Zach are basically running nose to tail. There's not a whole lot I can do to throw a slider or anything like that besides just kind of ride and see what happens at the end. But I mean, overall, I mean, it's still a good race, and I mean, we was able to move around in the beginning there and work the bottom and middle and top, and pass some cars.
Mate, $10 entry fee that you guys had to pay for this one. You walk away with $40 for coming home in third place, and I'm putting this to all the drivers here tonight. With that $40, are you going to keep that, or are you going to donate that to the families?
We're definitely donate that back. I mean, there's plenty of money races out there that all of us guys can go out and win, and this is just a benefit race for Duvall and McSwain. So I mean, it'd only be right to just donate that money back and help those guys out.
Right, absolutely, gentlemen. Well done on third place. Evan, before we let you go, of course, we know there's a lot of good sponsors on this car, mate. A lot of people behind the scenes that make this possible for you to come out here and run each and every week.
Just gotta thank everybody at Team VLR, CFM Esports, Magility Speed Shop, everybody else helps out, Howard Weaver, Slinger Truck Stop, Captain Morgan, Tactory Defense, and just thank you guys for broadcasting for us tonight, and everybody to help put on this event for us.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Evan C. home in position number 3. Matt Bailey, you caught up with a very special man here tonight, with Zach McSwain.
Definitely right, mate. And, well, one of the drivers holding his heart on his sleeve here tonight is Zach McSwain. Zach, mate, what a race. Run us through the last 5 laps of that race, mate, because I tell you what, up here in the commentary booth, mate, we were going nuts. We were hoping that the W was coming, mate, but hey, at the end of the day, second position. What was going through your mind with it on that last caution?
Yeah, that was a good race. I just followed him and followed him and followed him, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to pass him if I didn't try something different. Mario told me to try to rip the top in 3 and 4, and so I tried that and was able to. That was definitely faster, and I was able to get a run on him, but I just couldn't pass him. Maybe could have run the top in 3 and 4 on the last lap, and maybe could have got a little better run off. But it was a good race, good win to him, and that was fun.
Mate, I tell you what, it was all over it on the broadcast here and up in the commentary booth as well. I actually had the microphone off. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say this on stream, but I had the microphone off when Brett was commentating, and I tell you what, I was actually going nuts here in the studio. I was like, come on, Zach, you got to get this done. So, mate, it was absolutely a phenomenal drive, mate. And, we know just a quick word from all of us here at UltimateDirtTV, mate, and across the iRacing community, we know that we just want you to know, mate, that all our thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family. We know that, all of this stuff happening here tonight is for you and BJ. And, mate, it was a wicked drive, mate. Before we quickly let you go, we know there's a lot of good people behind the scenes and a lot of good people on this race car, mate.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ryko Motorsports, Lizard Lit, Pit Light, Speed Connection, Mario for taking photos for me all the time and spotting for me, Team Midwest Paint. Thank y'all for broadcasting. Thanks for Steven for putting this league on. Can't thank everybody enough. It's pretty crazy that people on a game that I'll do a race like this and donate all that money. It's pretty special. So appreciate everybody for everything. Man,
I know it doesn't do any justice, but just to give you an update on roughly how much has been raised, I believe we're sitting right around the $2,600 mark. So roughly around the $1,300. Obviously going to be split between you and BJ. You guys will get $1,300 each to the family. We don't know what it's like and what it costs to bury a loved one, but mate, we hope this helps a little bit and helps try to ease the burden.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Well, Zach McSwain home in second place, and well, I might have picked him, but I got to say, I wasn't cheering for him those last 5 laps. He can be a cruel man sometimes, but he can also be a very generous man, and we know he's a very fast man on the racetrack. Blake Majulis, the winner of the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic, and Blake, well, once again, second time we see you in a couple of days, and well, you parked this thing in Victory Lane. You just had this thing on lockdown.
Yeah, for sure. We were really, really good there. From the drop of the green there till about 10 to go, and then that top started to get a little rough, and I was getting really, really upset. And then, car was wanting to twitch here on exit, and I think Zach was just a little bit better there up top. I thought we had a really good setup, dialed in. I just think we could have been a little bit better up on the top. It is what it is. Still closed it out, and the top in 3 and 4 looked to be the way to go, but I wasn't going to try and take that away, with 5 laps to go there. And, I knew it was better, but I wasn't going to sit there and mirror drive him and take the line away. So, I thought if he ran bottom in 1 and 2, he could have got maybe close to side by side with me, and he could have slid me, but, he nailed it pretty good there. It would have been hard to pass, but he was definitely fast for sure.
Mate, with about 5 or 6 to go, you get into the wall, and then all of a sudden, you see Zach go from running behind you to throwing that slider into 3 and 4. What was going through your mind at that point of the race? Because there was, like I said, there was only about 5 or 6 laps left to run.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him slide me, and I knew when I got in the wall he was going to do something, but I knew it was going to be pretty hard to stick, but just wanted to hold on. I just wanted to keep running my line and try and keep the car straight and smooth, and just put together the best 5 laps I could with what I had. Like I said, I just wasn't that good up top in 1 and 2, but frankly enough, it was just short enough to get the job done.
Mate, was there an honest question, whether it makes you look like a bad guy or a good guy? Was there thoughts of letting him win there and coming home second, or did you want to win this race?
No, I wanted to win this race for sure. I mean, I've raced with Zach for, like 3 years now. We've had some good racing, and BJ, I'm good buddies with BJ. It would have been cool to see him run up front, but in the end, if he would have got by, it would have been just as cool to run second. I know it's his race, so I know he was going to give it everything he had there, and I know if I was racing for my old man, it would have been the same thing. So, hats off to him and Steven for putting this race on. It's really cool to see all these people come together and put this money together for this guy, and it's really cool, and hopefully we can continue to do the same thing in the future here.
Well, 2 more questions. The first one, $10 entry fee. You win $150. Are you going to keep that, or are you going to donate that back to the families?
No, I don't need it. They can have it.
Yeah, you're an absolute champion. And you know what? Everybody that I've asked that question to has said that. So, Blake, thank you very much for that the donation going back to the family. Sure, again, it'll just help. Hopefully, it eases some sort of pain. But Blake, congratulations, the inaugural winner of the McSwain Duvall Classic. And Blake, again, before we let you go, one final time, sponsor on this race car, buddy. People behind the scenes, get this done.
Yeah, thanks a lot. My guys at Represent Limited, ML Performance, Nick Diaz Academy, Game Up Nutrition, Reliable Energy Solutions, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, CD Cinematography, BK Designs, Design 75 for the Sweet Wrap, Race XR, Majula Say Speed Shop, CFM Esports, 127 Industries, and like I said, Steve for putting this on, everyone at World of Thunder, you for broadcasting, everyone that donated, everybody that watched, I appreciate it very much, and it was a really cool event.
There we go, the winner of the inaugural running of the McSwain Duvall Classic Super Late Models here at Charlotte. He's not getting away with this one too easy. We didn't intend to make him cry a couple of weeks ago with the sprint car and Tyler Schultz, but I haven't really spoke to this man tonight. BJ, mate, not the way you would have liked to end it here tonight, but I mean, at the end of the day, you put yourself in the main event courtesy of a provisional, but hey, any way to get that B32 on the race car. There's a few times where I told you couldn't actually park there, but to see these drivers to come in and do what they've done, and also Stephen, all the sponsors that have helped chipped in, we're probably getting close to about nearly $3,000. That's at a rough estimate. That's
unbelievable, and I didn't expect anywhere close to that. The community's absolutely amazing. I love everybody in the community, coming out, putting this together. You guys here at World of Thunder know UltimateDirtTV, man. It's just it. I can't even express how much all this means to me. I know I destroyed my car there towards the end. I tried smacking the wall backwards to knock my rear end back in place, but it didn't work. But I don't know. I had a lot of fun. A little bit of technical difficulties at the start. I had a lot of fun, and I can't thank everybody enough that come out and put everything on for us.
So as it stands, you're about 2380. I think we're at about close to 4, maybe 450 from the UDTV community. Tyler Schultz has just done what Tyler Schultz does best, and he just seems to give and give and give. And that's a guy that you've really come very close to over the last couple of months, including surprising you with a surprise paint in the sprint cars.
Tyler's become a brother to me over the last couple of months, and when he come out with the sprint car, I didn't see that coming. And as soon as I heard Steve come over the comms and say Tyler Schultz to the track, and then to see his car tonight, I would have loved to have seen him come out and race tonight too. But to see that car come out tonight, just I don't have words. I'm. You know how hard it is to cry and try to drive in VR?
Look, can't say I've ever done it. Can't say I actually want to do it either, but just getting word through 2,400, not including the donations from the community here at UDTV and all these wonderful people. BJ, again, obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family. We hope that your family enjoyed this show that we put on here tonight, and Stephen, all the admin team here at World of Thunder done a phenomenal job.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll leave him be. We'll let him try and calm down and stuff like that. But Matt, we come to a close. You know what? I'm gonna bring him down one more time and just hope that he's not in the middle of talking. We are looking at now. We're going to chat to Steve McMillan once again. Steve, I believe we are looking at 2,800 just from the World of Thunder side of things. Is that correct?
No, 24. That was sent a little earlier.
Okay, is that including the 400 Darby just sent?
Yes.
Okay, right.
That's including this.
So we're right. So I'm just trying to think how much we had here today. Hang on, let me go down here, because Schultz just went Schultzy and just went absolutely nuts. 20. So he sent 23,000. Mike Fritz sent 87. Colin Boca sent 24. So there's, say, 23. So there's 31, 33. So there's about another $330 odd just there alone today. So, and that's just, and BeatFX sent 200 as well. So I think, again, without sort of putting a number, I think I want to say like around 450 or so coming, about 400, 450 or so. I'd have to wait until the end of the month, of course, Facebook being absolute pains in the backside and won't give us that payout until the end of the month. But I mean, that's not considering you started this, what, 2.5 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2.5 weeks ago, we put a plan together. I mean, it was all at once, and we said we want to do something for the people that support us, and Zach McSwain's been here almost from the beginning, Brett, and BJ. And what else could, I know personally how much a burden is financially for a funeral. And the people in iRacing have just came together as one. And this is what it's all about. And it's really put into place this whole season 15, how people start acting, bringing the community back together. That's what we're trying to do here at Wotel. And I think tonight shows a good stance of where we stand with the community and how we need to unite as one. We're a lot better as one than individuals by ourselves.
Timothy Korkikowski just come over and he just put in chat. Did you have a specific goal that you had in mind to try and help the families out?
Actually, at first it was $1,000. Just to be honest with you, $500 a piece, and I mean, going into yesterday, that's where we're sitting, $1,000 total. So to think how much got donated today to these families, unbelievable.
Yeah, well, Steve, thank you again for allowing us here at Ultimate Dirt TV to be a part of this one. No doubt we're obviously going to be back next Sunday night with World of Thunder continuation. But as far as the McSwain Duvall Classic goes, mate, I think you and the entire staff at World of Thunder really nailed this one on the head, buddy.
Yes, thank you. And thank y'all so much.
Matt, we're done here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Blake Majulis wins. Zach McSwain so close to the fairy tale finish that we all wanted to see. Evan C. home in third, but more importantly, made a phenomenal night of racing.
Definitely right, mate. And look, I myself as well, I can't say enough words about this race. This is phenomenal. We've seen a lot of, I think even in real life, Brett, we've seen a lot of memorial races, and I think this one absolutely puts the cherry on the cake. And mate, it's been phenomenal. So, mate, yeah, look, my final words tonight, I'm speechless. It was phenomenal. Absolutely exquisite. An awesome drive by everybody. And congratulations to the top three.
Right, again, just a couple of few sponsors to quickly go. Of course, Fritz Gaming, Beard FX Gaming, JDM Designs, Schultz's Big Wallet, we're going to call it, Hood Up Motorsports and Hood Up Motorsports Promotions, Sling and Dirt Racing League, iRacing Dirt Memes, Miller Family Trucking, Four Link Motorsports, the second annual virtual John Sites Memorial Race, Jeff Helton Racing, plus all the people that donated directly, whether it was through Stars or directly to the PayPal link. We thank you so very much for your generosity. Once we have a payout, official payout done, of course, we'll let everyone know. And again, we'll try and thank all the people that we can. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, on behalf of Matt Bailey, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.